This is Andre Damon with a World Socialist website. We're in front of the house where 19-year-old Tony Robinson was shot by a Madison police officer on Friday. In the subsequent days, hundreds or even thousands of people have participated in marches against the ongoing wave of police violence throughout the United States.
This was a very talented, successful, loved individual who really did not have a history of violence.
I am concerned about the officer barging in and breaking down the door and shooting. I knew backup was only 30 seconds away.
Police are here to protect and serve. You shooting because of hands, because of these aren't lethal weapons. You know, I can't kill you with my hands.
Obviously, there was a use of force involved here that was not necessary.
The officer is trained. As easy it was to grab his right hip to grab that gun, he could have grabbed his left to grab that taser.
But when you shoot someone in the chest 5 times or more, you're aiming to kill.
I feel a cop officer had intention in doing violent harm to the young man.
Tony was the 196th person killed by police so far this year, and since his death, another 18 people have been killed by the police.
My son was killed in November of 2004 by a police officer. A 21-year-old boy coming home from a night out with friends. His death was related to a police officer came up, drove up behind him, and made some accusations without cause. They took him off camera and so forth. After a period of time, Michael was tased. He ran behind his house. While he was in handcuffs and bent over a car, a police officer took a gun and placed it to his head and killed him in front of his mother and sister. And I expected the investigation to go like an aviation investigation because I'm a retired Air Force pilot, but that's not the case. It was they essentially cleared themselves of wrongdoing within 2 days.
I feel like the police are like a gang. While they're saying like all these gangs are out here, like they're the largest gang because they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, and it's sad. And my son's 10. I will not let them have him.
Since the shooting, there have been demonstrations by hundreds of people every single day, including this demonstration where there are perhaps as many as 1,000 or more students, workers, and young people all speaking out against the ongoing reign of police violence and terror.
I came out here today just because I'm tired of police killing just people in general. And that's why I came out here, because it shouldn't be like to where my mom has to tell me every day before I leave my house that if you see a cop, just put your hands up immediately.
I was really, again, impressed with the student turnout. Most of the rest of the students in the Madison public school system walked out yesterday, and UW students walked out.
I met with Dontre Hamilton's mom today. I met with Nate Hamilton today. I met with the roommates of Paul Heenan, who was just killed about 3 blocks up the street from here, and it's a common bond. You know, when you lose a loved one to something like this, you have a real sense of community with them.
The first headline on Channel 27 News was white officer killed black teen. You know, why didn't they say officer such and such killed Tony Robinson?
Killed a teen.
And it's not just a black and white thing, because last year here,
all lives do matter.
all lives matter.
I think that police killings are just a way for the rich to make sure that the middle class is oppressed. The police are used to scare people. Police are just like the Rottweilers, you know, protecting the safe in the rich people's house, and that's how I feel.
As a public education teacher, the role of public schools is to try to bridge class divide, to give people a way to get out of those cycles of poverty, which can run many generations deep. By cutting public education, we are continuing to cut people off at the knees. And even if I can convince a young African-American child that they have a real future, when you start to look at the real realities of what it is to work a minimum wage job in some service industry sector and get no more than 34 hours a week and no opportunities for advancement, that's a problem. And I can't bridge that contradiction.
I'm tired of being poor for rich people to get richer. Yeah. I mean, that sucks. I mean, basically our economy is set up for slave labor. I mean, $15 an hour, that's what I make. That's $30,000 a year. Do you think I can support 4 kids? I do, but do you think it's comfortable? Clearly, our system is not set, our political system is not set up for the people. It's set up for the super rich, and that's insane.